What is up, my DJs? My name is Mize Kudasaki, and welcome back to the first episode of my series, What I Read This Week, and it's going to be the first one of 2021. And for our first episode, I thought we'd start light, a little bit lighthearted, a little bit on the easier side. So today, I'm going to talk about the manga My Crybaby Neighbor. How do you know this is actually one of the recommendations I got off of TikTok? But basically the story follows two characters, Sawatari and Ochiai. Sawatari is a male who lives in an apartment complex who recently just heard that a female named Ochiai moved into the apartment. Ochiai's been kind of shy and she's kind of reclusive to herself, and Sawatari just notices her from time to time. There is a night though when Sawatari is coming back from work and Ochiai is being harassed by an older male, and Sawatari comes to help her. Unfortunately, not knowing the consequence of his action, Sawatari doesn't know that the man he attacked was actually somebody who his company was helping or contracting or whatever. And Ochiai wants to make it up to him by trying to cook or do whatever he can. This actually sparks a nice, beautiful little connection between the both of them. And throughout the whole manga, we just see them interacting with each other as Sawatari tries to be kinder and kinder to Ochiai, and Ochiai tries to open up a little bit more to Sawatari, and also having her own confidence in herself. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what it is when I got older. When I was younger, I never used to like slice of life animes. There was just something about slice of life animes that didn't appeal to me when I was younger. I was definitely more of the more action or more story-driven type of stories. But as I got older, finding stories like these or other ones like Theater Camp or just natural flowing ones like K-On! Tend to be a little bit more enjoyable just as a chill laid back thing to watch. And reading My Crybaby Neighbor, that's no different. You can usually finish them in about 3 or 4 pages as it just documents Sawatari and Ochiai's stories as they go through the daily motions of them, like I said before, getting closer and closer and bonding. There is an overall story, though, to it. Ochiai actually has a reason for moving to the complex. I mean, everyone has a reason for moving from one place to another. She's actually just recently divorced and getting out of a really toxic and very, very bad relationship. I think the thing I love about this story is that I think when we talk about a lot of situations like this, we usually think of the physical. It's not always physical. In fact, I don't think in any of the panels that I've read up to recently, it's all physical. It's mostly verbal, which, most people wouldn't think as completely bad, but obviously in any type of domestic dispute, putting your other significant other down like that is horrible. And this man was not good to Ochiai. I mean, he insulted her cooking, she would call her ugly, he would call her how much of a way she is, how everything she did was pointless, and it would just make her feel bad. It would make any of us feel terrible and bad about ourselves. So it's really nice and actually kind of fun to watch Ochiai go from this just kind of bumbling crybaby mess, hence the term or the title, My Crybaby Neighbor, to a more confident and more open up person with her interactions with Sawatari. I do wish that they dwelled a little bit more into the domestic abuse aspect. I mean, not in a way where I think it's uncomfortable, but more exploring it, maybe her getting a little bit more help for it, trying to, obviously cope with it a little better. And I feel the pacing for the story is a little too quick and kind of just skids over it from time to time. But again, it's a slice of life. It's supposed to be a more shuri manga, so I could definitely give it a pass. It's supposed to tell a positive story, not a negative. But I do also believe that a positive story should also more talk and reflect and process the negative. But again, like I said, it's a short little story, so it's fine. I'm okay with letting that slide. I find this a little weird to kind of bring up because I feel like it's a little unnecessary, but I should. Ochiai is a very attractive woman with very big assets in very parts of her body, and I'm actually surprised how much they don't lean on that very much. When you actually look at the manga and you see Ochiai's outfit, it actually all looks very reserved. Obviously, she has, like I said, bigger assets in other places, but she usually tends to cover up a lot of her body, and I assume that's just due to her past abuses. But as you see her open up a lot more, see her actually interact with Sawatari and being more confident in herself, you see her clothes actually gradually change from being bad and reserved to being a little bit more free, a little bit more voluptuous, and in most terms, I actually appreciate that. I also think that looting it too much would have ruined it, so I do appreciate that. I'm not against, animes and mangas pulling out the loot thing. I think also there's just a time and a place and a certain amount that you should do it. But this manga, I think, takes a very appropriate approach to that. Right now, as of recording, I think the manga is only on chapter 19 or 20. But honestly, if you're looking for something just a little cute and wholesome story to make you feel a little better about your day, My Crybaby Neighbor is going to be the manga for you. I remember picking this up and just enjoying it right off the bat. It was honestly enjoyable. It was cute. I fell in love with it instantly. So again, you're looking for that feel-good story to pick you up. My Crybaby Neighbor, mwah, perfect fit. And that's about does it for the manga for the week. Like I said, this isn't going to be a small little one. I do have a couple more planned, so watch out for those coming up on this Monday, because I'm going to be talking about mangas on Monday. That's what we do here on this channel. With that being said, thank you, all of you DJs, for watching me. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you've read My Crybaby Neighbor, tell me what you think about it. Do you love it? Do you rate it? What would you rate it? That is Anthony Fantano. That was an Anthony Fantano thing. I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. But please do share your opinions as well. And once again, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me support you guys and put more channels, and it puts a big smile on my face. With that being said, thank you DJs, for watching once again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy yourselves.